Good morning. Welcome to episode 3 of Sakura Quesfast. I'm Caitlin Glass, ADR director of the dub of Sakura Quest. Joining me today are voice actors Aaron Roberts, Dallas Reid, and Tia Ballard. Without further ado, here's episode 3, The Cry of the Mandrake. It says we're live, you guys. It must mean it.
Good morning,
Good
everybody.
morning.
Hi.
Welcome to Sakura Quesfast number 3. This week, the Periscope is too far away for us to read any questions that you are sending us via the Periscope. What are we doing? That's the whole time. If you guys happen to be able to read any of those, feel free. But otherwise, we'll stick with the awesome questions you've been emailing us. Thank you so much. If you don't know where to email questions, it is to sakuraquestfest@gmail.com. But before we begin, let me introduce you to our fabulous guests, two of whom you've already met. We've got Miss Tia Ballard.
Hi.
She plays Shiori. Aaron Roberts.
Hello.
He plays Mino. And joining us this week,
Hi.
Dallas Reid, who plays Yamada.
I'm sorry, I couldn't wait.
It's okay. You can be excited. Awesome. So let's get to it. Here is episode 3. Oh, you have to sing.
Jeez.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna do my
It's
best.
a joke.
Pop quiz.
Yeah.
In case you all don't know, Dallas is a stand-up guy. One night I had my car in the cold snap break down up at Funimation, and he let me charge my car off of his battery in his car for like 45 minutes.
Joke's on you though, it didn't work.
That's correct. That is correct.
But you bonded.
Yeah.
You charged your heart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
I love it.
Super cool. How's the volume on this thing? It might be a little much.
I love this thing so much.
Me
Yeah,
too.
it's pretty great.
We talk about it every week how much we love it.
Everything about the show is just as cute as it needs to be.
Absolutely.
Just as cute as
I really
it
like
is.
the writing. Who's the writer on this?
Miss Jessica Kavanaugh.
Cool. Yeah,
Yes.
that explains a lot then.
She has a way with words, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's great.
All right. Well, we're going to jump right into these questions because we've got some great ones this week. Where's that first one? It's from Kyle. He asks us, hello, Miss Glass, the rest of the Sakura Quest superstars. We're superstars. Don't let it go to your heads.
Already
My
did.
question is, have any of you or someone you know had an encounter with a strange creature like a Chupakabura or something else you couldn't identify? Any UMAs in your life? Unidentified mysterious animals.
Is that what that stands for?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That is good.
Man, I don't know. I saw a UFO. I've seen a couple of UFOs, but no,
I don't know. I'm happy UFO.
Sips his coffee,
It's
like,
not really. Yeah.
Just a
not so much
man in a
animals.
dream who told me he'd see me soon, but that's...
Is that from Wayne's World?
I don't know, but it's from my real life.
Oh,
It was
you're not kidding.
absolutely terrifying.
Who is the
Wow.
man?
I don't know, but
Elaborate.
he looked
What did he look like?
He looked like a young man that like came straight out of the late 20s, right before the stock market crash.
Okay.
And he was just like, "Hey, you seem really scared that I'm here," because I was. And then he was like, "You're not like super in control right now, just so you know." And then he talked to me for a while, and it just got scarier and scarier and scarier.
Are you for real?
Yes. And then he was like, "This has been great. I'll see you again real soon." And that was in 2012.
Have you
So-
seen him since?
No, but I'm waiting.
Wow, I wonder if he'll show up and then he'll be like from 1935. Like if his clothes will have changed.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
Get
That's
older.
right. Yeah.
And when you're a really old man, it turns out that guy was like your grandfather.
What did he talk to you about?
Talking to you in your dreams the whole time. I just blew Dallas's mind.
If that was my granddad, that'd be extra weird because both of them are still alive.
Oh. Okay, never mind. Any other weird things you've seen? Wait, you said I saw UFO.
Yeah.
Ain't no thing.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah. I saw
Tell us
UFO.
more about that.
I was growing up in. I was in Iowa at the time, and there was like the
For sure.
big. There's this big open field behind like whatever in our neighborhood, and there was like this giant weeping willow tree. That was back there, and it was like the only tree. I mean, we had like a small. It wasn't a farm, but we definitely had like a large garden back there anyway. But there was like a large weeping willow tree, and there were lots of lightning bugs all over this field. And one night, this thing, like I saw a streak of light come down to the earth, And then basically like this is before I ever saw Quantum Leap. But there was like basically this guy, this shiny man stepped out from behind this like almost like a seam in space. He stepped out and held out his hand and then gathered like all of the lightning bugs started pulsing. And then they gathered in his hand into a ball, and then he disappeared back into the crack in space, and the thing flew off, and then I immediately ran over and shook my sister awake and said, "Am I dreaming right now?" And she said,
Am I dreaming right now? That's the most elaborate, like, alien story I've ever heard from somebody I actually know.
Did he give you any indication of when you might see him again?
Yeah.
No, he did not. No.
Was your sister asleep?
Yeah.
Dang.
Weird.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Some scary stuff.
I don't have any weird encounters with strange animals or anything cool like that.
Just voice actors.
Just weird voice actors.
Strangest animal on the planet.
Wow.
Well, thanks.
Great story.
That is a great one. Thank you for your question, Kyle. We'll save that one for later. Oh, this is nice. This is from Patrick. He says, I have to say, you guys are doing an amazing job.
Thank you,
Everyone
Patrick.
is so kind. This is a show he's been looking forward to for months. So hooray, good for us. Okay, on to the question. Which characters do you generally find more difficult to portray in anime? The more natural sounding characters you'd expect from a slice of life like this? Or the more crazy over-the-top ones like in a fantasy series? Are there specific challenges that each type of performance brings? So kind of to summarize, a preference in your type of character, and is one or the other character more difficult to play?
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Take
Good
it away,
question.
anybody. I'm gonna keep.
I would say that I find playing I guess like goofy over the top characters the most difficult, because you have to still provide range of emotion without just being like blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I find that to be the most difficult. Yeah. It also it's a big wear on your voice as well. I mean, yeah, usually going that large.
Oh man, I would have to, I think, lean the opposite. The more down to earth characters, like in this show, I happen to line up pretty well with his general personality, like just slightly sassy and always a little bit nervous. I've got that going for me. But the over the top characters, that's way more easy for me, because I feel a lot more free to do what I would naturally kind of want to do, because I've always seen anime as bigger than life, and it's a lot easier to kind of let that inclination run wild than it is to press it down.
Sure, that could be. You could look at it like it's a lot easier to act a fool than it is to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And that's what it is in shows like this. It's like allowing yourself to be that vulnerable. But thankfully, in our job, it's just us and the director and an engineer.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, be vulnerable in front of thousands of people.
Yeah.
So it's good practice for other things. But yeah, if you're not used to it, you're like, wait, I just come in and you just want me to just be me?
You just want me to...
Mm-hmm.
God!
Okay,
cool.
Yeah.
Tia, do you have a preference to like type of genre you like to play, or what's
I
part of it?
I actually like both a lot. When it comes to stuff that's subtle like this, you definitely have to have a director that you feel safe with. I guess to get that vulnerability, otherwise you're kind of forcing it. Because a lot of what we do when we act, we put ourselves in the director's hands, and it's got to be a safe environment to be vulnerable and open. But at the same time, I love those big over-the-top Looney Toony characters that my energy can just go wild. But a challenge with that is maintaining that energy for several hours and not being completely done for the rest of the
matching
day.
the timing. Exactly.
So, but they both have their challenges, but I really love them both.
This is a fun one from Patrick, a different Patrick. He's doing an Ask an Anime character, so he's treating Dallas as a character and Tia. So you don't have to answer in the character's voice.
Okay.
I mean, he might like that, but it's more like these are questions for Happy the cat, Miss Tia.
Gosh.
Let me find it. This question is for Happy. What are some things that you and Natsu like to do together?
Have you ever seen Fairy Tale? We like to save the world. We like to eat. Mostly they just eat.
That's kind of a safe answer for any anime.
Yeah.
Eating. All right, Dallas. Naoto. Which show is Naoto from?
Naoto is from Clockwork Planet.
Oh, you're doing that one right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's running like right now.
This is a weird question to me, but maybe you will completely understand it
Okay.
because you're living in the world of it. I heard you're obsessed with clockwork. To tell the truth, I'm more into synchronizing time. Does that make me a clock master when I make time exactly right?
Well, I would certainly say that managing time is very important, but Naoto is not necessarily about time. He's not really into clocks. He's into gears, like gears specifically. It just so happens that he was born into a world where those gears are being used primarily for clockwork, but the clockwork doesn't just extend to clocks, it's everything. We've got robots that use gears to fight other robots with gears. And then we've got the big old clock towers, of course. But Naoto is just about the gears. A clock master, just because you're on time? No, but you're definitely a better person than me. So...
Wow, that was okay.
Thorough.
Okay, he also has a question for me as Maki from Love Live. What is it that you have against Nico? I don't hold anything against Nico, except maybe my body. I love Nico. I love her too much, that's why. Nicholas wants to know, or he says, I assume you're still going to do this over the summer. That remains to be seen. We don't know. We're liking it, we're having fun, but maybe we're tired of it after 13 weeks of getting up at 6 a.m. on Wednesdays. Who knows? Driving from Oklahoma, as our cameraman does. So,
What?
Oh, this is fun. From Michael. If they were making an anime movie about the show's Chupakabura, what Funimation voice actor or actress would you use for a male or a female Chupakabura in an anime about the Chupakabura?
Oh.
Jeremy Inman.
Yeah.
Jeremy Inman.
Yeah. I think that's the only answer.
Good answer.
Maybe Chris Guerrero?
Oh,
give me
yeah.
good one, too.
Chris
Yeah.
Guerrero is like the king of monster noises and animal sounds.
Yeah.
He's really awesome. Female Chupacabra?
Sarah Wiedenhead would be a cute one.
Like
Oh,
a tiny.
yeah.
She could be their baby. But there'd be a male and a female, and then their baby, and their baby would be Sarah. Maybe the mom could be. I think Marissa Lenti is also really good at animal
Oh, yeah?
sounds. Cool. Actually, moving on. We got so many. We gotta remember to save some.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I just realized that I chose yogurt, and that if I get it all over my face, it's immortalized
Everyone's
on the
gonna
internet.
know. Why don't you just like put it there? Just,
Yeah,
just,
you know what?
Just leave it
You
there.
know what, guys?
Oh,
Boom.
Do it myself.
That's cute. That's real cute. Zoom in on that action. Okay. This one comes from Joel. Hi, Joel. My question is, if you guys are on an epic quest, what weapons or powers would we have? So, Sakura quest, epic quest, you need powers. Let's do it from our character's perspective. Let's like bring it into the show. So, if Mino, Yamada, and Shiori were on an epic quest together, what would their powers be?
I think Mino would have like a really sturdy notepad. Like that's as like as aggressive as Mino's gonna get. It's like a really badass steno notebook.
Well, does he have maybe like a magical pen or pencil he can write or draw things and stuff happens?
Yeah, sure.
Like in origami, you like draw with it and make a monster.
I suppose
Okay,
that could. Sure.
I'm the director. I'm here to help you out.
Thank you.
Yikes.
I kind of think that Yamada truly believes he already has everything he needs. Like, he thinks he's got it together. And if he was like, "What? We're going on a quest? That's fine. I'll pick up whatever I need along the way. We'll find it."
Okay. All right. I'm a little concerned about your group on this quest so far.
You should be.
We'll be fine. Shiori, you seem the more sensible of the group.
I think she would just be a healer, and everybody else is gonna have to take care of her. She heals you from the inside out.
Aww, with her warmth.
So
and
emotionally,
love.
you're good. Physically, I don't know.
a sturdy notepad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what more you need.
We kind of missed some of the folks who are in this episode because I jumped right to the question, but we actually get to meet some new characters here in episode 3. You mentioned Jeremy Inman as your Chupakabura, but in this show, he is not a talk show host, like a TV personality, and he's going to MC the mascot contest in this episode, so there's Jeremy is in here. Chris George shows up as the town's police officer. J. Michael Tatum shows up as a job I'm pretty sure he may have when he retires, and that is owning a bookstore in rural Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a bookstore owner.
Rob McCullum is in this episode. He's practically the Matthew McConaughey.
He is!
He's like, I used to be cool, yeah, all right.
Now I drive a bus. It's a Lincoln bus.
I was a prince once. Boogle!
Google it. Yeah, I love Boogle instead of Google, and their YouTube is called ViewTube in this episode.
This is the best.
It's great. And my favorite is, there he is, this dance right here. We gotta do this dance, everybody. We gotta do the Kabura dance. It's this. It's really easy.
I don't think it knows what it
No, not at all.
This is the dance. It's this. And this. It's kind
It's
of like
jerky.
jazzercise or something.
Take it out, bring it back in.
Yes.
Take it out,
The
bring it
power
back
pull
in.
down.
Uh-huh.
The first part had some finger action. There was some of this,
man.
and then this. Oh yeah, this is Jeremy. He's a big jerk. He's like, it's the gum, a dragon that looks like a dog. I don't know what the hell that
What's
is.
up, not Squirtle?
Yeah. Somebody else gets introduced, and I forget. Oh, Rico Fajardo. Rico Fajardo plays Kosuke, Maki's brother. And we'll see more of him a bit later. And we meet the Kabura Kid, the old mascot of the town. Questions. Back to questions. Is this a cool one? Ooh, this is a neat one. This comes from Tanner. Tanner asks, how does the translated script make it to the final production? What I mean is, are there any last-minute changes done while recording to make it sound more immersive? Do voice actors do any slight improvisations to make it flow more? I understand the Japanese language differs greatly from ours. I wanted to know how directing and voice acting can be affected by that. Cool. That is a loaded question.
I guess we can start by saying that scriptwriters are worked to the brink, and they never sleep. So oftentimes they're tired, and every now and again we'll make a mistake, which is fine. And then also like flaps, I don't know, depending on where you are and what you're looking at, look different when but in this bit right here in this show, I actually improv'd a line that's not really audible, in which we're handing the mask to him, and I say, I know it smells like the inside of a sumo wrestler's body cast.
Yeah, he does say that, but you can't hear it. It's buried.
Yeah.
Everybody's ad-libbing at that point. Yeah. So like, there are, I wouldn't call it improvisations, Tanner, but it can be, we can choose to change a line if we need to. Sometimes actors get to improvise when all it says is ad-lib, because maybe 4 people are talking and it's some background stuff. So you got to stay in character and say something that you think your character would say, and there you go. But otherwise, what the scriptwriter gives us is not set in stone. It's very malleable, because they may not have the same resolution screen as us, and we can see it better in the booth, so we're totally allowed to change it. And in the case of some simuldubs, like Sakura Quest is, the writers don't have forever to write it. They don't have 2 weeks to do a script. Maybe they have 5 days. Maybe they have 2 days in some cases. And that isn't a bad thing. That doesn't mean they devote less time. It's just, it's compact. The time is like, I'm going to write for these 8 hours and put out a script instead of an hour or 2 a day over the span of a week. So sometimes there are small things that you catch once you get into the booth because of that, the time constraint, but it's not really a big deal. And I have had very few problems at all with Jessica's script. She's fabulous.
Yeah.
She did the adaptation for Afuka, my show before this, and it's awesome.
Cool.
No complaints. Yay. We just saw a shot that I forgot to bring something over to the table to show you guys. Thank you to all you live viewers on Periscope. But the benefit of sending questions into us via email is that once the Periscope is done, we do some special extra stuff for the YouTube episodes. Everyone who sent in a question, their names go in a hat, and we draw your name out, and there's a special framed picture from this week's episode, and it'll be signed by the cast and sent to you. So if you enjoy watching this and you think, I should send them a question, you really should, because you might win something. So you can send us questions at sakuraquestfest@gmail.com. Back to said questions. To the tourism board workers sitting here with me. If you really did work for the Monoyama Tourism Board, what ideas would you pitch to help revitalize the town?
Jeez.
I know, no pressure. I'm just gonna keep that.
Dang, the whole town is at stake, huh?
Yeah. And your job.
And my job.
And Mino's job. And Shiori's job. Don't screw it up, Yamada.
I would take this whole castle theme to the extreme and just set up a medieval times. And just have live jousting. And let the
There
chips
you go.
fall where they
It's
may.
like a Renaissance fair all the time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just like the whole town has to be that way. So not just the little area with the palace, just everybody.
That's correct.
Everybody everywhere.
Everyone's gonna have to form things out of copper.
Oh yeah, forging will be a big part.
Can certain parts of the town have to only wear a certain color because of the knights?
Yes.
Aaron,
That's
sure.
right.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with that. I'm for that.
Oh man, I would say that they're on the right track, bringing idols to the town to run it for a while. Like if you just brought more idols to the town, and you were like, hey, now we're the town that has all these idols that you guys want to meet.
Like
then
Justin Guarini.
and then the tourism.
That's not
Fucking
true.
idol
Not
based.
Aspen American Idols. No, like all the Love Live girls. So all of Aqua come and stay in Monoyama, and then all the fanboys will come there to see them. That is
Totally.
kind of brilliant.
And
I
it'll
don't
be
know why they
it'll be
haven't thought
gross,
of
and the
that.
town will suck then, but it will have money.
It'll smell really bad, but everyone will be great at choreographed dancing with glow sticks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all you need.
All right, do you have any ideas?
Let's just merge both of their ideas into one idea, and that's my idea.
You're just gonna take the credit. Okay,
Idol
I like
castle.
it. I like that. Okay. This is a fun, easy one. And I even wondered this myself. So thank you very much, Cody, for this question. What is the perfect breakfast to make for yourselves or with a friend on the weekend? That's a perfect weekend breakfast.
Well, I have a perfect breakfast every day because it's my favorite meal of the day. Every morning I get up and make myself a big omelet with toast and honey and coffee and 2 other types of drinks. And every morning I've got my little ritual. I devote like an hour to making breakfast.
Wow.
Dang.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
I'm going to come to your house.
Yeah,
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
That's true.
Are you? So obviously Tia's a regular breakfast eater. Are you a regular breakfast eater?
during the week, it's slam a protein shake in my face and then run out the door.
Just in your face, like
all
yogurt.
just in my eyes,
Dallas
in my
and the
ear
yogurt.
holes mostly.
Okay.
I try to get some of it in my mouth if I can. Yeah, but on weekends, yeah, I'm pretty much the same. Yeah, omelets and breakfast meats and those sort of things.
Oh man, I haven't had breakfast in 300 years.
That's a
This
long
is-
time.
this is-
No, you do not look that old. It's the
This
yogurt,
is-
right?
yeah,
It's the
the-
yogurt on the face that just keeps you young.
Yeah,
This
this is
man from your dream is someone that you actually knew.
this is legitimately the first breakfast I've eaten in quite a while, and I've barely touched it. I just don't get hungry in the mornings. I know you're supposed to eat, but I can't even think about it. Like,
That's my husband too.
it just every time. Like, if I get up and I also wake up at 3 in the morning for my day job a lot of days, and try eating at 3 in the morning when you just woke
that's
up.
not good.
It
3
just
in the
doesn't work.
morning.
Man. So you eat protein shakes, but what would you do? Like if you had all the time and ingredients were unlimited, what is your perfect weekend breakfast?
Because I'm an idiot, I like to turn everything into a sandwich. So I would say if I had the time, I would probably deep fry a chicken breast and then make a giant biscuit, and then put that deep fried chicken breast with an egg and cheese.
It's a very
Delicious.
Dagwood Bumstead.
Yeah, that is.
Wow, was that joke wasn't lost?
No, I got it. I
Not
know
on
all
this
comics.
audience.
Yeah, we get it. I really just like cereal. Like I could just eat cereal all the dang time.
Yes.
And I also love yogurt. So my new thing is key lime yogurt with golden grams in it, and it's like key lime pie
Oh,
breakfast.
yummy.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So would I eat that on the weekend? Yes, I So our episode's over. Hooray! Good job, guys.
Oh, man.
We talked about it like twice. But we're happy for all your questions. So we're gonna wrap it up really quickly. I'm gonna let everybody tell you where you can find them on all of their social media outlets. Dallas is new, so we'll let you think about it. We'll start with Tia. Oh, where can people find you?
Tia Tooney is my Twitter, and you can find me there. You're already there.
I'm at Aaron Roberts, yes, everywhere.
So the Twitter, Instagram,
All the things.
Facebook.
Aaron Roberts, yes. Not Aaron Roberts Eyes, not Aaron Roberts Reyes.
Aaron Roberts, yes. Aaron Roberts, Okay, cool. Well, you're watching me right here on my Twitter, which is at Caitlin's Voice. You can also find me on Instagram, which is Glass Caitlin, and on Facebook at Caitlin Glass, Voice Actor.
I don't know why I needed to think about it for so long. It's really just the one spot. You go to Twitter at Fort Worth Reid. That's me.
Fort Worth
Hey,
Reid. Is
yes.
that Fort Worth spelled out or FT word?
Oh, thank you. Good clarification. Fort Worth spelled out, and it's all one word.
All right. Read your last name.
Yes, R-E-I-D.
There we go. That's Dallas, everybody. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're going to go over to the table and do last few questions and that drawing that I told you about. So please send us questions next week, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Have a good day.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. This is my favorite portion of the show. It's called Finish Your Coffee. Caitlin's got to go to work. I have a few more questions. This first one comes from Diego. He wants to know, do any of you have an embarrassing moment from being at an anime convention or an event you've gone to? Funny moment where you've had to promote yourself as a voice actor or actress, similar to how Yoshino had to go to the mascot event in the episode that we just watched.
I'm actually the official mascot of an energy company. I'm like a giant blue hockey puck. So I make a living by saying things into a microphone, but I also make a different living not saying anything and dancing around in this thing. And I wasn't, it became a permanent thing as of late. And I wasn't sure about, because they texted me yesterday, like, would you like to come in and suit up tonight? And I was like, I'm not sure. And then I checked my bank account. And I was like, yes, I will. I will do that.
I will wear the blue lycra bodysuit.
I'll let children punch me in the junk.
Oh, children.
Sometimes adults. I mean, it's not like,
On purpose.
in the breakdown, but it's happening.
I didn't
to me.
tell you when they brought you on that
That's
was going to be a thing.
Covered under all other duties assigned.
That's right. Fortunately, it's made out of foam, so the impact is... Yeah.
So this one comes from Henry. He says the question's for me, but I think we can throw it out to anyone. How has it been working on Sakura Quest so far? Great job. My portion of it is it has been a dream. Everybody comes in and they sound exactly how I imagined them to sound. So each episode is really exciting. My favorite part of voice directing is actually the casting, and then the first episodes where people get into character and everyone comes together. It's very magical. Like, oh, it's right. The people that I chose, I'm not crazy. They're perfect for it. But in this show, we have the main crew. You are a part of that, and so is Alexis and the rest of the tourism board gals. But every couple of episodes, we meet some new players. So I get to experience my favorite part, which is casting, every couple of weeks and have that magical feeling every couple of weeks. So I'm excited that this is what I get to do, for a while. 25 episodes. So that's how I feel about it.
Oh, wow. I didn't know there was going to be that many.
Yeah.
I don't know the policy on adding a question onto a question, but have you find that to be more of a broadcast dub benefit as a whole, or is that this show specifically?
I think, the broadcast dub side of it prolongs the experience and the fun of casting. Whereas if this were not broadcast style, I would have seen the entire show from the beginning. And maybe some choices would be different because I would get to see the whole character's arc and I might have a different actor in mind. I also probably would have held auditions if it was for DVD and not broadcast, but we don't have the luxury of time for that. So it's a lot more loose and free and risky. But I think that's awesome. And I think all the actors rise to the challenge. They don't know what's going to happen. I only know what's going to happen just a few weeks from now. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Anything to add, or should we do the next one? Go for it.
I love working on this show. I've had a blast. I love my character, and I love Caitlin, and the show's awesome. To link onto your directing thing, because I do the same thing with casting, and it's just, I'm not over the moment where like you use someone you've never used before or you don't know that well, which is a lot of people for me. And then you have that moment you're like, I'm a genius. You're perfect. I'm a genius.
Oh, that's awesome. This last, it's not one question, it's multiple questions from Zaydenday Zero. How do I say that? I don't know, but your email says Setsuna. So whatever your name is, thanks for your question. To everyone, if you were in the Queen's shoes, we kind of answered this one about like what would you do to revitalize the town? Okay. To the director, do you dub each episode in a week or do you get them a couple weeks beforehand? We do, yes, I think yes to both things. We just watched episode 3 today, but we worked on episode 3 about 3 weeks ago. We only have about 5 to 7 work days to get the episode done, recorded, and then I have to send it to someone else to get mixed, and then I have to watch it again, and then it has to get uploaded. Sometimes it doesn't get uploaded until the day before or the morning of. So the show airs at night. It may not get uploaded until that morning. That's the type of schedule that we're working under. Other people have it harder. Their shows air in Japan, and then like 3 days later they have a script, and 5 days later they have to turn in the episode. At least for us, we have this couple of week window. Is it difficult? It was at first, and now it's just normal. It's like, okay, now it's my job. To the voice actors, would you ever consider cosplaying as your respective characters in the show and record your lines in cosplay?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Until just about yesterday afternoon, I had that guy's exact same hairstyle. And then I got a haircut because I knew I was going to be on camera.
Well, thank you. I'm so moved. You cut your hair just for us.
I think it'd be the easiest cosplay of all time. Like, they're just normal clothes. I mean, I guess like we're all.
We all have those kind of uniform blue denim jacket things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even Shiori has one, but she doesn't always wear it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. I pretty much dress like her anyway, I feel like.
With the big bun head and.
Yeah.
I'm not in the show, so I can't cosplay.
Okay, well, who would you pick?
Oh, who would I cosplay as? Maki.
Okay.
I really love her style. I think all of us comment on how much we love her clothes so much. She's super cool. So, that's all the questions that we've got. I'm going to let Dallas do the honors here.
Oh, boy.
So we're going to draw for this fabulous picture. Which is your character.
It sure is. He found it in the waste processing plant.
He did. There's the Chupakabura mask, complete with what looks like some candy corn on there.
It does!
And a tea bag up there. It's stinky.
Gross.
And what does it smell like again?
It smells like the inside of a sumo wrestler's body cast.
Yeah. But this doesn't. This smells lovely. This smells like maple syrup and coffee. So all of your names are in here. Shuffle them up. Oh, that one almost fell in my coffee. All right.
Okay, one of you is about to be very happy with me. And that person is Cody!
Yay, Cody!
Congratulations, Cody!
Thank you. So, Cody, what I need is for you to send us a mailing address to the same email where you sent your question, sakuraquestfest@gmail.com, and we will mail you this fabulous, deliciously smelling photo. So that is all we have time for. As I mentioned, I do have to go to work. So thank you, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
"鏡の中眠たさ